Hey, Zoom family, good evening, good evening, good morning, good morning. We will be getting started shortly, guys. We are getting everything set up here in the office. Be patient with us. We're coming to you.
Mic check, mic check.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. You sent it already? Let me ask her. Can we turn it around so that they can see everyone?
With the camera.
Oh, you do it with the camera, okay. Who's our third presenter? Okay. Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So what are your names again?
Anitra.
Anitra and Larry. Perfect. And you're from?
Health Market. I'm the presenter.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right.
You do the intro and all that stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm going to do. Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Don't, but I can find. I can use this.
Okay. So we're gonna do you have a presentation, Anitra? No, okay. Okay, no problem. No problem. Let me can you please take Lacey's presentation down? Because we're gonna have another presenter first. Okay. All right. Good morning, great people. How are we this morning? Happy Tuesday. You're not gonna be able to
I
do
don't
it?
have the adapter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, some space up here. It's a soft and comfy couch. Yeah. All right. So we have two awesome. Hello, hello. All right. So we have-
Hello.
Hey, Dana, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you, Tijuana?
Good. I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know. Was you there Saturday?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
girl.
Hello to soon. All right. So it is 10:08 and we're going to start. Okay. So we have two great presenters for this morning. But before we do that, I want to say welcome, hello to everyone, and we want to hear some wins. So who wants to start out with some wins? Who got some great things going on? People in Zoom, you can just hop on. Just blurt out your wins. You have something? Oh,
We had a new agent join maybe 2 weeks ago, Aaron Dix.
okay.
He actually is a former client of mine, became a real estate agent, and he has gotten somebody under contract already with new construction. So shout out to you, Aaron. I'm not sure if you're. I know you're
Right.
actually. I know you're not on, but I know you do watch it in school. So keep up the good work. Look, people out there need our services, right? I understand that his learning curve may have been a little shorter than others, but stay diligent and just help people, serve people. That's all we can do.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing. Who else do we have? I know y'all got some good stuff. What you got, Dwayne?
So last week, had a pretty solid week. Got 2 under contract, 1 listing, 2 buyers. The I'll say it a little louder.
So many that you, oh my Lord, do
So
you?
that's kind of what we've been up to, Hope and I. And right now we're working with one of the builders to do an open house. So we're cooking over here.
Right. Great job, Dwayne. I asked Dwayne, I was like, God, I haven't seen you. Where have you been? He said, I've been working. And I see. Good job. Yes. Anyone else? Dana, what you got for us, girl? Dana?
I'm
I
right
know
here.
you have-
Okay.
got?
3 listing agreements
Mhm.
signed.
Mhm.
2 buyers approved to take out, and I had a closing, but I forgot to put it in the active, and I forgot to put my 3 listings, and so they're coming. I'm going to put them in there soon after this showing.
Good. I knew you had something for us. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Yes.
Alright.
Who else want to share? Thank you so much for sharing.
This is
Who else?
Monica.
Welcome.
I want to share. Good morning.
Hey, Monica.
Um,
What you have?
I had a closing on last week on Wednesday with the client that I
Good.
have been working with for 2 years.
All
Um,
right.
she paused at one time and we took a long break and she came back and we got her closed last Wednesday. She's a first time homeowner, so that was
Good.
awesome. And
Good
then
job.
um some my clients that I've been working with for seems like over a year that many of the agents have helped me with showings out in 28278. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. They are closing on Friday. Yay, thank you, Dana. It's Shanika
Doing
and
effort, I see,
Yanni.
huh?
They all
All
helped me
right.
with showings with these clients. They were kind of difficult, and everyone stepped in to help me when I couldn't make it to showings and that type of stuff, and some encouragement to stick with them. They'll be closing on Friday.
Good job. Thank you so much, Monica, for sharing. So that's what we
Thank
love
you.
about lifestyle, because we are definitely a family. We step in and we help one another. That's what it's about, right? So thank you to everyone who has helped Monica with this client. Anyone else? Sean.
Oh, yeah. I've got a great listing coming up, $3 million.
Ooh.
Yeah, acreage listing coming up right behind Concord Mill. So if you guys know any builders, it can be developed for townhomes, apartment buildings, you name it. So that should be coming up next week. And got a final walkthrough today. So pretty happy about this closing coming up as well, too.
Woo-hoo. Yeah. Great, great, great. Wonderful.
Couple more people. Congrats to Zen. He had a closing recently. Had a couple closings on Friday. Shout out to Zen.
Good.
Got a listing coming as well. And Danny with Crown Keys also has a listing with Meritage now as well.
Nice.
So shout out to them too.
Good job. Yes. All right. Anyone else in the room? Tatiana, what you got for us? Uh-huh. Yes, let's hear from you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I have a listing. So if you guys have any investor clients, please send them over to 345 Bradford so they can take a look at it. I don't know, my YouTube is working. I've gotten a couple calls and some clients from that so far.
Good job.
So that's where I'm at. Those are my friends.
Yeah, good. All right. Great. All right. Anyone else want to share? No? All right. Anyone on Zoom? Okay. All right. So we're going to move right along. We have a couple of announcements. We have October 2nd through October 16th, Phil Geddes. So if you haven't seen the flyer yet, just let us know. We'll drop that in the chat group, and if you can please share it. He is a phenomenal speaker, so all who attends will be very, very appreciative of what he's sharing. It will definitely elevate your business. October 15th, we have the AI workshop hosted by YRD. And sir, would you like to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
YRD, NARAB, who's hosting the workshop with Sean, Gerald, and myself. It's going to be 4 hours to really get into the nitty gritty of how you can make AI work in your business, and not just in your business, but also to help with all the minute things that you do every single day, whether it be social media posts, whether it be responding to emails, really using AI for your whole business and let it just work for you as opposed to you. So you can focus on what you want to focus on, which is getting more clients. So
Yes, good. Thank you so much. So make sure that we come out and support. Where is it going to be at?
it's going to be at the Goodwill on, is it Wilkerson? The big Goodwill?
Wilkinson Boulevard.
Wilkerson
Mhm.
Boulevard, the big
Okay.
Goodwill, 10 to 2, October 15th.
Gotcha.
Food will be served, so.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Do you have a flyer that you're going to be
I can put
posting?
it in the all the groups. It is what I think it's $15 virtual, 25 right now for in person. It does go up at the end on October 1st, the pricing.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. October 17th is our next industry meetup. Some of you did not attend while others did. Thank you for those who have attended.
16.
Is it the 16th? Okay, sorry about that. So it's the 16th, it's Thursday,
Mhm.
not Friday, Thursday. So we are asking if you all can please continue promoting this, continue showing up. This is not only for the partners, but it's for you as the agents to invite your clients. This can be treated as a client appreciation. Okay, so, and we're going to talk about that a little bit in training, but this is an opportunity to showcase who you are, to give back to your clients, treat them to, a drink, treat them to something to eat, just to show your appreciation. You can also get real creative and do your own gift card giveaway type thing, make it your own. Okay, we've put this together. This is every single month. And it's not only to showcase lifestyle, but it's to showcase you all, your clients, your family, and your friends. So if y'all can please calendar all of these events so far, we have October 2nd, 15th, and 16th so far. If you can put those on your calendar and just give yourself a reminder and also promote the events. We would greatly appreciate that.
Also, so
mhm.
real quick, sorry. Regarding the networking events, we don't invite enough of our vendors, the people you like to work with. We often go to them when we need something to go inspect something or do something that we need them to do. Invite them out to just relax, unwind, and then provide them a drink or two or whatever it may be. Right? We need to show appreciation. It's about giving, not just receiving.
That's right. Yep. And also with inviting your vendors, ask them to invite people too. Okay. We want to pack out wherever we go. Last month we did, this month not so much, but we want to continue that momentum with packing out our place that we have. Okay. All right. So December 20th, we have our black tie holiday party. I'm excited about that. Yes, yes. So it is only $15 per ticket, and it is going to be at the Harvey Gantt Center. I know you all probably have gone there before. Very, very nice place. Great place to invite your family, your friends, and just show off what you have done for the year, who you are, who you're becoming. It's just a great time to connect for the holidays. Again, it's a black tie event, so you want to come dressed to impress. The invitations have been created already.
They have been created. They haven't been dispersed, but they have been created.
Yep.
With the Eventbrite?
Eventbrite too. So again, create your own Eventbrites if you haven't already, and post it. Post it. Also, Marketplace, Facebook Live, everything. And you can do content around this stuff. Okay, so let's make this a huge event. It's only $15. It's going to be heavy hors d'oeuvres. It's going to be some really nice drinks, and we're going to have a great time. So let people know about it. Okay. Advertising opportunities. We have the magazine and we have the billboard. And if we can hear from Ed, just a little bit about the magazine, please.
So the
Eh.
magazine should be coming out. Can you hear me?
Excuse me.
Can you hear me?
What you say? Go ahead.
Okay. The magazine should be coming out mid-October, the end of October. We also asked if anybody has any important stories that we're still collecting articles for the magazine. Also, we need the business card information for
Mhm.
the magazine as well of some of the agents that we want to feature and showcase in the magazine.
Okay. Is there a fee associated with that?
Yeah, 250 to put your business cards in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great way to showcase yourself.
The
Okay.
magazine is going to be hard copy and digital. So you can, it's one of those things where you can give to clients, give to family, give to vendors to pass out, but then there's also a digital copy as well. So it's one of those things to where billboards, people drive by, right? This is something that they're going to have on their coffee table for months. So
Yep.
So the magazine we're showcasing minorities, Black and brown. They have top producer. So we have Keys and Culture. That's the
Yeah.
name of the magazine that we have that is showcasing Black and brown.
Yeah.
Real.
Yes. That's a big deal, guys. Big, huge, huge. And $250, that's not a lot of money to showcase yourself. Okay. So if you want to have a presence in the magazine, just reach out to us and we'll make sure that it happens for you. Also, the billboard. I've seen several posts on social media where people have actually taken snapshots of themselves being shown on the billboard. What an exciting moment to drive down 85 and whoop, you see your face, you know? So we are definitely offering spots, and they're $500 for 4 weeks. And so if you know anything about billboard advertisement, that is a steal. Okay, a steal. So if you are interested in having a spotlight on the billboard on 85 South, exit 30A, let us know. We'll make it happen. Tatiana actually contributed towards it, and her face is on. Did you see yourself? You did what you think. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's quite nice to drive down and see yourself. So if you have not had a position on that billboard yet, of course you can be a top producer. If you are a top producer, then you do not have to pay anything. Okay, so that is a great incentive to elevate your business. And once you're elevating your business, you get a spotlight on that billboard. Okay.
What's considered
Okay.
a top producer?
So it depends on the office that you're in. And so the top producer is the one who actually produces the most in their office for that month. And then we also do quarterly top producers as well. So it's
So if we
monthly.
made I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Mhm.
No, so if you made top producer before, you just ask for it. Is that how it works?
No, if you've made top producer, it's automatically done. If you are
Okay.
not a top producer and you would like to have a presence on the billboard, then you would have to ask and pay.
Okay. I'll reach out to you after the call.
No problem. All
Thank
right,
you.
we want to make, you're welcome, you're welcome. We want to make sure that we're paying our canopy dues. Hey, Zen, we shouted you out, Zen. Canopy dues, we want to make sure that our dues are paid by the end of September. If not, you will be cut off. They're not given any notifications any longer. So please be mindful about your dues. I think Yadi and Charmaine are going to be making sure that everyone has paid their dues, I think by the 28th or so. If you haven't, you will receive a notification from either one of them to let you know that your dues are still outstanding. We will have to take you off of the roster because if we don't, it jeopardizes the entire offices. Okay, so it's no shade or anything like that. It's just something that we have to do so that we can protect everyone. Okay, if you have an issue with your dues or something's coming up or whatever, just let us know. Let us know. All right. Okay. Sean and Sir, do y'all have anything to add to that?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. I think Yadi had something else. Yadi wanted me to mention the closing disclosure. Before you and we're going to talk about this in training actually, but I do want to just kind of bring this up real quickly. Your closing disclosure, before your client closes, you as the agent need to go over that disclosure to make sure that everything is reported correctly. Okay, that's something that she wanted me to point out. And like I said, we'll go over that in more detail. All right, so now we're gonna hear from our presenter. What's your name again? Anitra. Miss Anitra, she is going to share some information about health insurance. Thank you so much for coming out. Yes.
Hi, everybody. My name is Anitra McLean. I'm a health markets broker. Health Markets is owned by United Healthcare. So you know that we represent all the major plans, Blue Cross Blue Shield, United, Cigna, Aetna, Humana, all the major plans here in North Carolina. My neighbor and my agent here, Sean, was so graciously allowed us to come today. I specialize in health, Medicare, and term life. My husband over here specializes in the smaller policies, final expense for, maybe like the older crowd that's not going to have too many bills. The reason I'm here before you today is I wanted to discuss the changes that are going to be happening for North Carolina. Okay. I actually have a license in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Georgia, and Ohio, but we're just going to concentrate on North Carolina. With the new Trump administration, the rates for North Carolina are going to be going up 27.8%. You will have the flyer in your little swag bags in the back. So that means premiums, deductibles, co-insurance, co-payments, all of that is going to be going up, and prescription drugs, the price of prescription drugs. So some of you might say,
No.
say that one more time.
Where's Obamacare?
Obamacare, this is where we are. I just finished my marketplace training. So Obamacare technically is still there. Question mark. They have not approved the funding for Obamacare. So that's where we are. All of our people that got the zero premiums and that are on the lower tier, for North Carolina, the maximum you can make for the lower tier is $23,000 per year. If you're above that, they're going to be a premium now, even if you're at 23,000. I know none of you probably are at that level. And so what are your options? Your options are you can go with a traditional plan, right? But it's going to be going up, right? So we're looking at, for a family of four, about $400, okay, per month, just for traditional health insurance. And some of you might say, well, Miss Anitra, I don't go to the doctor like that. I don't go to the doctor like that. I only go once a year. So what you will be looking at is like a hospital indemnity. What is the difference? Hospital indemnity is numbered. So you might get 4 visits to your regular doctor, 2 visits for your specialist, and maybe 10 prescription drugs. But it is so much cheaper. It is so much cheaper to go with a hospital indemnity if you're not sick like that. Okay. And our weight loss drugs. Our weight loss drugs will be going up significantly. What are those? These injections, Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, all of these kind of weight loss injections are going up. For 2025, the insurance companies pay 50% of that. So let's use Ozempic. Ozempic, the retail cost is $525. So Blue Cross Blue Shield is only going to pay 50% of that. It's going up. So they might only pay 40% and you have to pay the other 60%. Okay. I only have 15 minutes. I don't know where I am.
No.
I'm good?
Yeah, you
Okay,
can.
okay. My office is located in North Lake. If you guys want to talk to me personally, my information is in your bags. And did anybody have any questions?
We want to do a longer session as well with Anitra on a Saturday, somewhere around enrollment time. You said November 1st, right?
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm talking about the enrollment time.
Oh, the enrollment time, I'm sorry, I forgot that. The enrollment time for regular health insurance is November 1st. So I'm telling you guys to go ahead and get your policies in order, because the way this administration is sticking and moving, and you want to go ahead and lock in your rate, because January comes and all the money is pulled out of the system. What do we do? And the old system of, well, I'm good, I'll just go to emergency. This is the thing about that. The hospitals now, 80% of their dollars comes from Medicaid dollars. So if they pull the Medicaid out of North Carolina, do you think you're still going to be able to go to emergency and everybody is going to be able to be seen? That is going to be non-existent anymore. So for you to be seen, even if you go to emergency, they're going to ask you for $500 or $600 just to check your blood pressure and your weight and things of that nature. So I want you guys to be prepared for the okie doke. Do we believe in God? Yes, we do. Do we believe that he's going to work it out? Yes, we do. But he didn't say don't prepare. So we have to prepare if the market gets, a little shaky. And so there's options for you. You can do hospital indemnity. You can do hospital only. You could do traditional health insurance. You could do a prescription drug policy just to cover your prescription drugs. So I just wanted you guys, to be prepared and not just be caught off guard. So any questions?
I'll say this, I had a CT scan done, the other day, and I've got insurance, purchased through.
I didn't know if you wanted me to say that.
No, it's cool, yeah, but, with insurance, it was $2,000 just to get a CT scan. It was all the findings. So like, yeah, if it's going up 27%.
It's going up 27.8.
What's the difference in the hospital indemnity and the traditional as far as the price? Like you said, it's a difference. It's a significant difference.
Well, I'll just give you an example. I just covered a member had fraud on his account, had traditional insurance with United, didn't realize that the premiums were not getting paid, got kicked off. I tried everything I could not get him back on. So he went with a hospital indemnity, family of 4, 265. Family of 4, husband, wife, 2 children, 265, but your visits are numbered. 4 regular visits, 2 specialists. But they're not sick like that, so they just need something to make it through the rest of the year. So that's not, too bad. Any more
Wow.
questions? No? Okay. Anitra McLean, Health Markets Broker. Give me a call if y'all have any type of questions offline.
Thank you so much, Miss Anitra. Oh,
I apologize, but I do have a $75 gift card for you for your lunch today, maybe, or breakfast at another.
nice. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, it'd be better to see this.
Speaking of which, we need to get that out of his hands. Yes. So, guys, it's so important to stay healthy as best you can, right? Eat right, exercise, get your rest. Try not to stress out over things, because, good Lord, I mean, what is this world coming to? Good God Almighty.
Your decisions matter.
It does.
And also find somebody that's going to hold you accountable.
Yes.
Personal story. Thursday, I thought I was looking all right. My man Zen came up to me. He's like, "What you doing?" He's like, "What you doing?" And I'm like, "What you mean?" He's like, and he pointed at my stomach, and I'm like, "Damn." Like, come on now. But no, it's one of those things to where we have to hold each other accountable,
Yeah.
right? We don't want to go to the doctors. We want to be in good health for as long as possible.
Right.
And we understand we get busy with what we're doing in life, but we have to prioritize that and then also surround yourself with people that's going to call you out,
Right.
even though it may be uncomfortable. Right? So yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
And find something that you like to do that has nothing to do with real estate.
Right.
And do that. Like, don't feel guilty for it. We all have to work and take care of our families and ourselves. But whatever it is, if it's pickleball, if it's Uno, whatever, just find something. Find that balance.
That's
So
right.
you can recharge and reset. Because, like T was saying and Sarah was saying, it's crazy out here.
It
You can get
is.
stressed out real quick.
Yep. So thank you so much. We really appreciate the information. Yes. Okay. All right. So now we're going to hear from our very own Miss Lacey Harris with Meritage Homes.
Yeah.
All right. And thank you. Oh, Sandra, if you can put up her presentation, that would be great. And thank you so much for breakfast. She brought us some Dunkin' Donuts. Excuse me. I need. Yeah, I like it. Oh, it's just a regular creamer. It's cream right here. No. I probably don't need no goddamn coffee. You don't need any coffee? I'm gonna a little bit. That's you, right? Because I want a half a cup. Okay. Do you? Thank you.
All right. Hey, everyone. Guys, I did bring coffee and donuts. Please eat them. Seriously. I brought assortment of them, so different variety flavors, okay? But hey, thank you so much for your time. Not gonna take too much of it. I do have some great information for you guys. So those who do not know me, I've been in real estate for about 6 years now. Just came over to the new construction side 3 months ago. Was with Lifestyle International Realty, so it feels good to be in the office and talking to my peers right now. First, before I go through, I'm just going to highlight what you're going to expect today. So I'm going to give you a little bit information about Meritage for those who don't know Meritage, even if you have done deals with Meritage, give you some information that you probably are not aware of. Also, too, as I highlight key things about Meritage, I'm also going to talk about the partnerships and some of the things that we have going on that's new that's going to take effect as of October the 1st. Okay. All right, Sandra, you can go to the next slide. Okay, so those who don't know anything about Meritage, guys, Meritage, we literally have 16 communities all across North Carolina and South Carolina, okay? Our homes are move-in ready, so even though we're new construction, we do not build our houses like you picking out a lot and building from the ground up anymore. We actually sell inventory homes. So again, this is a great benefit for you guys. So that means you get paid quicker. You don't have to wait to see your paycheck for 6 months, okay? Another benefit about us too, not only do we have great financial options for the buyers, we also give an appliance package as well. So new stainless steel, Whirlpool appliances, and also blinds. The financing options that we do have available right now, we do have a fixed 4.99 30-year rate with $5,000 in closing costs, and we have other financing options as well. We have something as low as a 4.5 an adjustable rate mortgage, where they can get up to 6% in their closing cost incentives. And then also too, we have a national sales event that's going on to the end of this month, where a client can get in and their first year interest rate is low as a 2.99.
Oh, I'm looking for about 4.5% and 6%.
Yes.
Right, the same program.
So the 4.99, you typically get 5,000 in closing costs, okay? And the 4.99 is a 30-year fixed rate. Then we have an adjustable rate mortgage. So you can go as low as a 4.5. And with that, you get up to 6% in closing cost incentives.
7 years?
Say that again, please.
5 years.
Yes, 5 years. So let me explain about that. So what our arms is, So after the 5th year, if they have not refinanced, it can literally only go up or down, but 1 point at a time. So even if, and then with it being that, so let's just say at year 6, the market rate is at 5.25. At year 6, it will stay at the 4.5. So it has, the market itself has to be up at least a point for it to be either to move a point up or down. That makes sense?
Hmm.
Okay. Does somebody else have a question on here? Okay, I thought I heard someone. Okay, so
Yes.
we can move on. Oh, yeah, someone have a
I'm
question?
sorry, Lacey. Yes, this is Monica. Sorry about that. I was
Hey.
asking, hey, I was asking you to repeat the difference in the 4.99% for 30-year fix and the is that right? 30-year fix, or is that the
Yes, so
arm?
the 4.99 is the 30-year fixed rate. And with that, we give them $5,000 in closing costs incentive. But if they're okay with an adjustable rate mortgage as low as a 4.5, that's fixed for 5 years, we can give them up to 6% in closing costs incentive. But there's other, those are two, like the two main ones, but we do have other programs, other financial programs as well. Like I was saying, we have the national sales event that's going on to the end of this month, where the client can get in the first year at a 2.99.
Okay, thank
You have
you.
any more questions? Okay, yeah. Is this, so you have, I can send you my inventory sheet, on the inventory sheets to let you know what properties is eligible for that. Mm-hmm, yep. Okay, all right, so let's go on. Okay, so this is just a little bit of facts about our homes, guys, that makes us different from any other builders. So with our home, we use a MERV 13 air filtration. Do anybody know what that is? A MERV 13 air filtration. So that's the same air filtration they actually use in public hospitals. So if COVID hasn't taught you anything, it lets you know that you want to be inhaling clean air, especially in your own home. So this is minimizing dust, pollen, allergens for coming into your home. So that's one thing that's different about us. In addition to that, we are Energy Star certified. Like the actual home itself is Energy Star certified. Literally, guys, if you take our home and you take a 2,500 square feet and you compare it with a competitor or resale, whatever, that's the same square footage of our home literally going to save 50% in your energy bill alone. That type of stuff does matter because that does dictate and add to your monthly expenses. Okay. Another thing about us too, as well, we're a smart home too. So literally the day of closing, you get an app. With that app, you can literally open up your house with the app. You can literally control your air. You can get you get a motion sensor front, back, in the garage of your house, so it lets you know when people come in at your house. In our Fort Mill community, our stove are now Wi-Fi connected. So literally you can see if you left your stove on in your house by looking at the app on your phone too as well. Okay. All right. So now it's time to go ahead and really get into it. So let's go to the next slide. This is what I really came here to talk about. So guys, if you have done deals with us, first of all, I need to let everyone know, if you have at least done at least one deal with us, make sure you register on the agent portal. This is a very critical time right now because October 1st is right around the corner and I do not want y'all to miss this. So make sure you are on the app. Make sure all your deals that you have done with us is showing on the app too as well, okay? Even if you have not done deals with us, go ahead and just create an app because sooner or later you should be doing deals with us, okay? There's a real big benefit about working and bringing your buyers to Meritage. Meritage is all about us doing a partnership as a whole, as a company, and us individual sales counselors doing partnerships with you guys too as well. So what I mean when I say that, I gave everybody a piece of paper. Do everybody have it? Okay. So on this piece of paper, it lets you know about the different rewards that you would get when partnering with us, okay? And then when you do a certain amount of rewards, the extra benefits that you do get with us. So before I even talk about the extra benefits, I'm gonna let what everybody know they can do in general. Guys, how sir was just saying, it is easy. If you are struggling with getting deals right now, guys, literally, you need to be looking at new construction. I'm not exaggerating when I say that either at all. I'm not exaggerating. With us, you can do open houses with us. Not too far many new construction builders are not allowing you to do that. You can literally call someone like me and say, hey, I need to pick up some deals. Can I do an open house for you? And I'll be more than to set you up for one. And I can put you whatever community that you want to be placed at. Okay. Another thing too is with me as well. Sometimes I'm not in my office. So if I don't want to be in my office, let's just say I'd rather work with Miss Evans for a day or something like that. I can literally call one of you guys and say, hey, who wants to sit in my model home? Anybody that comes in that does not have an agent, you're more than welcome to keep that lead, whether they want to buy Meritage or not. Okay, so that's another way that you can get prospects. Let me give you a testimony. So Charmaine still did a open house for me one weekend. I literally had somebody that came in and bought a house. I showed them a house they was interested in. Literally writing a contract. Charmaine's right there. I'm like, hey, do you want this deal? It was nothing extra that she was just right there. I see she was putting in the work, and I said, hey, do you want to grab this deal? So literally, guys, like I'm here. I'm here to literally let everyone know that you can definitely succeed in real estate. And like I said, new constructions is the easiest way to go. Again, I've been in the business for 6 years. I had called myself a new construction specialist, and I'm gonna even give a testimony about my open house experience. So when I was in general brokerage, I remember I was getting my first $1 million deal with one of my friends. He's a doctor. Make the long story short, his mother-in-law decides to go ahead and get her real estate license. Yeah, I boo-hoo cried. Boo-hoo cried. So literally, I called someone and I said, hey, can I do an open house? Literally, y'all did an open house that Saturday for Meritage. By that Monday, I had a listing agreement signed. With that very client, I had a 2-in-1 deal. Not only did I sell her house, but I helped her to buy a house. Literally, the total of my 2 commission checks for doing both of those deals was $1,000 over than me doing just $1 million deal. So I'm just letting y'all know it is definitely power. Do not lose the momentum. Seriously, it's very easy, y'all. Just very easy, okay? Another thing too as well, so like I said, everybody has an option of saying, hey, Lacey, what day you're not gonna be in the office? Can I sit in your model home? Everybody has an option to say, hey, I want to do an open house in addition to that. Y'all, if y'all want to do home buyer seminars, I'm down. Like I used to love doing stuff like that, and I was very fancy with it. So if y'all want to do home buyer seminars, just let me know, okay? In addition to that, what I'm going to let you know is about our diamond members. Who in here is a diamond member already? Y'all should definitely be a diamond member.
I don't
even know anything about that.
Yeah, I didn't
So
download yet.
Sarah Shaw should definitely be diamond members. Zen, you should be a diamond member, right?
Yeah, Lacey, I think Tierra
I know
and
Danny's a diamond
Danny
member.
and Tierra
Danny,
are
okay. So some of our very own members here are diamond members. So the different perks that they get in addition to the things I was telling that you could take advantage of, you get a listing with us. Like I said, we only sell inventory homes only. So literally, if you're doing 3 or more deals with us and you're like, okay, Lacey, I want a listing, literally all I have to do is put that in my management ear and then set you guys up and you do your listing presentation and you'll just get it. Okay. In addition, oh, Tierra also too is a diamond member as well. Exactly. Okay. Anybody have any questions for me so far? I know I'm going over a lot. Okay. All right. So moving on. So October 1st, guys, our website is revamping. Okay. And this is why I was saying make sure that you are on that portal and all your information is correct on your portal too. October 1st, we are giving our Diamonds member first access to our new website. What this means is that you get to play around in the website. It's going to be so much easier to find our homes, like I said, we have 16 homes across North Carolina and South Carolina. So it'll be a way for you to easily search for our homes for a client that you're working with at the moment. In addition to that, guys, on the website, your information is going to also be featured on our website. So when buyers go on there and they say, hey, I'm a buyer and I don't, and we say, do you have an agent? Yes or no? And they select no, they're going to see a list of all of our diamond members and they can choose which one they want to work with. So that's another way to get leads that are unrepresented as well. I cannot tell you how many times y'all I'm in the office and I get people coming in. Literally. So I'm here for you today to also educate you, but to let you know, first of all, my heart does go out to lifestyle because again, this is where I came from. Okay. God forbid if this never worked out, this is where I'm going to come back. I love lifestyle. I absolutely love lifestyle. Very family oriented. And because I know we're very family oriented, I'm just looking for partnerships in each and every one of you. I don't care if you don't have business right now or not, y'all. Literally, if you're like, hey, Lacey, I want to rev up business, I am here to literally help you. Seriously. Like seriously, guys, okay? So I'm just here to build a partnership where I pour to you, you pour to me, and we do this thing together, okay? All right, and so if you guys have any questions or concerns, let me know. I'm always in the WhatsApp as well, okay? All right, All right, that's it. Thank you, Fonzie.
Thank you so much, Lacey. Lacey, I'm so proud of you, girl.
Thank you.
Yes, just you seem so happy. And when I tell you that she definitely stands behind, she will help, she will. She is that person. Seminars, everything that she said, she will do. So take advantage of her. She's here offering herself. There should be no one in here that says, I don't have any business. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to get business. Here it is right here. She's right in front of you saying, hey, for free, nothing at all, no strings attached, come to me and let's make this happen. So thank you. Thank you so much.
I don't know who all was aware of Compass Buying Anywhere real estate yesterday, purchasing, acquiring anywhere. Coldwell Banker, Century 21, Sotheby's, all those, right? There's going to be, and Sean and I'm taking up a little bit of Tijuana's time real quick.
You're fine.
Last week, 2 weeks ago, Sean and I actually spoke at a Black Compass event here in Charlotte. And at the event, we heard their agent say they're not welcome. We heard agents that got acquired from another company say, I go into the Compass office and they look at me like I'm a second-class citizen. There's going to be a lot of agents around here that woke up today and found out that they're in a brokerage that they didn't sign up to be in, right? So I'm not asking you to be a cheerleader, do whatever, but if you enjoy your experience here, share that with colleagues because they're lost right now. They didn't sign up to be part of this acquisition. They thought they were joining one thing and it's something else. And in addition to you helping them out, we do offer referrals. What is I can't even think of what it is right now.
The profit share.
Profit sharing, yeah. We offer profit sharing. If they do a deal, you get 10% of what the company gets. It is 10%, right?
It is.
Yeah,
It's 10%.
All right, 10% right now. 10% of what the company gets. So just I want to put that out there because again, I've gotten some messages, but I've also been reading a lot of stuff online about people just upset with what's happening. So just know that we are a solution. We're here to help, and I want you to extend that. You know, there's going to be people moving. This is the third, fourth quarter anyway. People are moving brokerages already. You might as well take advantage of that. And I see people that get referral checks every single day. So
Yes, thank you so much, sir, for sharing that. No, I don't say this just because I'm one of the partners, but we really have a good thing here. Truly, we do. Now, is it perfect? No, nothing is perfect. If you can find a perfect anything, let me know because nothing is perfect. But what I will say is that if there's something that you are missing, something that you would like to see different, all you have to do is communicate that. Communicate it. And if it works and aligns with our vision, we're going to make it happen. We've done that ever since the beginning. We've always aligned and implemented what we've heard our agents communicate that they're either missing or they would like to see. So it doesn't do anyone good if you have an issue or if it's something that you would like to see and you're just sitting down on it, you're not saying anything, or you're speaking to the other agents. Speak to the ones who can implement and do some things differently. And let's just continue to live happy in lifestyle because it is really about the lifestyle. People are watching us, people are inquiring, and they want to be a part of. They do. But we have to get the word out a little bit more. One way that we can get the word out, invite them to team meetings, invite them to our networking events, you know, just and call them, reach out to them, text them, you know, they want to hear from us. And guess what? We owe it to them. We owe it because if you're here in this room and if you are on this Zoom, obviously you are connected, you want to be here and you like it here, right? Yeah. So why not spread the word? Why not spread the love? Okay. We're not going to have, I mean, I've been at Keller Williams, I've been at Coldwell Banker, and let me say something. They're all great companies. They are, but they're not us. They don't have what we have. They don't offer what we offer. You know, let's start with faith, love, family. They don't really offer that. It's every man for themselves, you know? So we do have something different here, and we just want to continue growing. Okay. And I'm asking y'all to help us to continue to grow. We have in the Harrisburg office, we have a goal to meet 50 agents by the end of the year, and we are at 29. We just signed up someone yesterday. So I'm always the one to grow a little slower just because the energy got to be right for me. So, but we are, if you know anyone who is on that side of town and they want to be a part of, please reach out to me or Denise or Charmaine, and we would love to have a conversation with them. Okay. All right, y'all. So any questions, any comments, any suggestions? Okay. All right. So we are going to hop into our training, creating exceptional client experiences. So I want y'all to talk back to me. Okay. I don't want to just be up here talking and whatever. So I'm going to ask for the seasoned agents to help me out with the agents that are newer in the business. So I'm going to be calling on y'all so that y'all can help me out and answer some questions so that we can help the newer agents with their business. Is that fair? All right, perfect. All right, Sandra. Thank you, thank you. So please bear with me. My eyes are getting older. I don't have my glasses. So, so let me make this a little larger for me here. All right, good, that's better. Okay, so the importance of exceptional client service, huge, okay? Building loyalty. Exceptional service equals lifelong clients. When you've been in this business for a long time, you don't want to keep searching for new clients. You want to position yourself where you are being referred business. You're having repeat business. And I'm going to tell you how you get that, okay? You don't want to have to continuously, put marketing dollars out and door knock and, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But you do at some point want to position yourself where your phone is ringing because of the business that you did previously, because of the lives that you blessed previously. Hello, how are you? Good. I saw some great marketing from you. Yeah, I saw some kind of a booklet, a presentation, a bias presentation, I believe. Yeah, real sharp, real sharp. Yeah. So loyal clients don't just return, they bring others with them. That's what you want. You want everyone to tell someone about you. You get that to happen based off of the services that you provide. What's one simple gesture that you've done for a client that made them smile? And this is where I need my seasoned agents. What is something that you can share with a newer agent, something that you've done that made your client smile? Y'all can just call it out.
I have one. This is Monica.
Hey, Monica.
On my closing last week, it was supposed to actually happen the week before. So since the closing was extended, I wasn't able to make the closing because I had another prior engagement. My client was a first-time home buyer, and it kind of messed her up too because she was supposed to be in DC for her sister's surgery. Well, I finished up what I needed to do, booked it 40 minutes across town, and got to her closing at maybe 5 minutes late. She didn't know I was coming. It made her cry because she said she felt like she was going to be okay, but she was going through a lot and she needed someone there. So the fact that I showed up meant a lot to her.
Good.
I just think it was worth it. I didn't have to run across town, like I said, because I told her that I wasn't going to be there, but I felt like I should have been there, so I did that.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. So Monica went the extra mile to give her client some support. And that's what we have to do anyway, right? So because the dates were off, scheduling was off, but Monica still made it happen. She still brought a smile to her client's face. So is her client going to remember that? Absolutely. Is her client going to share that Monica went the extra mile for her? Absolutely. Is that going to produce more business for her? Absolutely. Okay. So I want to challenge y'all to choose one client in your pipeline right now and send them a thinking of you text or note. Y'all can do that right now. As I'm talking, just send them something. You will be surprised how many people are sitting in the world and no one has thought about them. Uh-huh.
Thinking of you. We have a black tie event December 20th.
How about that?
Come on out. I will pay for your ticket.
Look at that. Oh, 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 oh. Now that was strong.
Yeah.
Look at there. We all can afford $15. I know we can, right? So, and if you tack on a plus one, 30, that's nice, okay? Differentiating yourself. Service is your brand. It's what people remember, okay? So how you present yourself is how people are going to remember you. You're competing with the last experience they had with it, with any professional, not just agents, okay? So I don't know if y'all realize, but the service world has gone to crap. I don't care where you go. People don't want to work. They not smiling. They what you want, you know. And then you ask to speak to the manager. The manager is worse. You're like, what the heck? You know, we don't want to be those type of people. It wasn't like that pre-COVID. I don't know what happened during. I don't know, but the people are strange. No one wants to work. No one wants to extend themselves, and we don't want to be those people. Okay, so don't only think about the real estate agent, you know, interactions. Think of just regular day-to-day interactions. This is why those quick little texts, just thinking of you, that goes a long way. Excuse me. Go ahead. Oh, I thought you were saying. Oh. What's something small you do that sets you apart from others? Just think about that. Whatever that thing is, continue doing it. Continue, because people are noticing that. They might not say it, but they're noticing it. Brainstorm 2 personal touches that you could add to your next client experience. And even if you don't have any clients right now, even one day you will, real soon, you will have a client experience. So those prospects that you are in contact with, think of 2 things that you can do to touch them. Sir gave a very good example. Driving referrals. Happy clients equal most powerful sales team. You want to have happy clients. Happy clients take you a long way. Disgruntled clients, you don't want those, because that will hurt your business as well. Even when you have a disgruntled client, or a client that you never ever want to work with ever again, you still do your best. You be your best regardless. I have a situation. I had a situation. Let me say that. There was a client that I cared to never hear from ever again. But guess what? I must have did something right. My facial expressions must have been great, because she called me back. And I was like, what is she calling me for? She was calling to do business again. And it's because although I didn't enjoy working with her, obviously she enjoyed working with me. And go ahead.
Did you refer that out?
I did not.
Okay.
No, I sucked it up and put the face on again. And as my husband said, he goes, Sugar, that's my nickname. Sugar, you are so phony, because me and him could just be having it out, having a terrible argument or whatever. And as soon as my phone rang, hello, this is Tijuana. Like, who is that? It's okay. They don't need to know, you know? Word of mouth equals paid ads every single time. What that means is that a client who brags about you at work becomes your unpaid spokesperson. That's what you want. You want people to always just talk about you. Anytime somebody thinks real estate, anytime somebody thinks about a roof, flooring, anything related to real estate, you want them to automatically think Tijuana, automatically, or Sir, or Nelly, or Janai, whoever. You want them to automatically think you. Zen, Lacey. All right. So for the seasoned agents, can you raise your hand and let us know if you have had business from at least 3 referrals within your business? How does that make you feel? When you are not doing anything but minding your own business and somebody calls and says, hey, Ambernique, Cynthia gave me your information because she told me that you sold her house and you did it in 2 days. You don't even know this person, but you feel so overjoyed that Cynthia thought of you and was being a blessing to you, because that's what that is,
Yeah.
right? Because you blessed her or him, your client, whatever, they have sent that blessing back to you. Okay. I always like to say, what we make happen for others, God will make happen for us. Okay. All right. So call or message one past client. If you don't have a past client, it's okay. A potential client. And just check in on them. You don't have to pitch anything about selling or anything. Again, just check in on them. I'm just checking on you. Goes a long way. All right, Miss Sandra. That here. All right, so understanding client needs and expectations. This is huge. We have to be great listeners. There are so many times where people will call me and they will tell me, I don't want to work with this agent because they're not listening to me. I've clearly told them that this is what I want, but they are sending me houses that's this or that, or in this price point. It's not about us, it's about them. We have to listen, regardless as to how ridiculous it might sound, because we are going to get clients, or we have clients that are so unrealistic. They are, and it's our job to help them along the way, right? But we still have to listen. So clients tell you what they need. Clients tell you what they need if you actually listen, and they do. So here's another thing. It doesn't normally take me long to put a buyer in a home, because not only am I listening, but when I take them out, I'm watching. I'm watching their actions. I'm watching how, when they've walked into the house, how excited they've become. I'm listening to the conversations that they're having with their spouses, their children, or whatever have you. That makes a difference, okay? Because let me say this, I don't know if y'all have heard this, but they always say buyers are liars. I don't think that that's true, because I know when I was buying my home, everything that I didn't want, I got in my home, and I love it. It's just that we don't know what we want until we are out there. So we can have our buyer presentation, and that buyer can sit and say, oh, well, I have to have this. I must have this. I definitely don't want that. And it's the very opposite thing that they fell in love with. Okay. So, but you have to listen. You have to watch. Okay. Watch their emotions. Ask open-ended questions to uncover what really matters most to them.
Right.
Are you right?
Real quick. I know a couple of people I've talked to are scaling their business, trying to grow their business, and want to hire a showing agent. If you get a showing agent, you want them to pay attention to those little things as well. If you're not there, right? You want them to be able to report back to you after every single showing as you grow your business. You understand that showing agent, they're going to be going out with them, and you want to still make it personable, and you want to feel part of the process. So make sure you have that rapport and get that feedback.
Yeah, thank you. So for the more seasoned agents, Zen, what's one powerful question you ask clients to really get to know what their true needs are?
What's a deal breaker for you? Like, what do you absolutely have to have, or else you're not buying the house?
Mhm. Good, good. And so now I'm going to challenge everyone to write down 3 open-ended questions that you can add to your buyer or seller consult for this week. And notice I said for this week, because we're claiming it. You're going to have some buyer and seller consults this week, right? Personalization. People don't want a cookie cutter experience. Who wants to just feel like a number? Picture yourself, someone just handling you any kind of way. That's not a good feeling, right? No. So one great thing is to use your CRM, and your CRM helps you to remember those small details. It helps you to remember children's names, pets' names. I happen to absolutely love my pet, Hershey. He's like my baby, right? And so when people remember him, it makes me feel real good, because number one, they've listened. They're showing that they concerned. They care, it just shows all types of things, right? And so that's what we want to create when we are transacting with our clients. We want it to be an experience, not just a transaction, not just a number. Okay. So review your CRM and put clear notes in that CRM, because trust me, if you don't have a lot of business right now, at some point you will. And you are going to forget certain details. You're going to get older like myself and go through menopause, and then your mind is kind of, yeah, I mean, hey, that's what it is. So I have to write every single thing down. Okay. And so let me tell you, when those clients, I have people that call and they'll be like, oh, you remember? I don't even know what, like, yeah, but I'm playing it off. Yeah, absolutely. How is it? And I'll just continue with the conversation, and eventually they'll let me know what they're talking about. But keeping good notes and automating your CRM will make you shine every single time. And those are small things. So I always say first things are first. And so if you can take the time out to set up your CRM to help you and assist you with your business, if you don't have an assistant right now, your CRM is your assistant. Just take the time to set it up. Okay. Setting clear expectations. Make sure that there's no surprises. No surprises equals less stress for your clients. Do you like to be caught off guard? No. No one likes to be caught off guard, right? So make sure that you are doing your due diligence after you've listened to your client and you've understood their needs. Make sure you're doing your due diligence to make sure that there's no surprises. Now, are surprises going to come up sometimes? They can and they will, but you have to know how to pivot, right? You have to know how to bring it back and still make your client feel comfortable and have them to feel safe. Go ahead. Mhm.
Your client is going to take on your personality.
Yes.
If you're frantic, not sure what's happening, and it's visible, they're going to wonder what is, I was going to curse,
Oh.
what's going on. So no matter what it is, you may be like that duck on the water. Like you may be paddling like hell underneath the water, but up top you're just flowing.
Yep.
Right. So
That is right. That's true. You'll hear, my clients will tell me, you told me that it was going to be all right. Let me tell you something. I'm on my knees praying, Father God, please let this go through. Father God, constantly. They don't know what I'm going through. But when I'm in front of them, everything's going to be all right. It's going to be just fine. He wouldn't have brought you this far to leave you. I say that all the time. And I'm like, Father, your word is truth. You're faithful. And I start doing, and it happens. It goes right through. We might have some hiccups. We might have some bumps along the way, but we close. And they come back and they say, you said it was going to be okay. Mm-hmm. So we have to constantly encourage. We have to constantly be that voice of reasoning. You have to stay polished and poised and, just knowing that, it's going to work out. And here's the other thing that I'll tell them. If this is not the house for you, it's a better one out there for you. This might not be the one for you. And it's okay. We're going to find the right one for you. Always stay encouraging. Clearly explain timelines, next steps, and what could go wrong. So you want to have conversations about inspections. You want to have conversations about appraisals. And you don't want to do it at that time. You want to do it up front. Okay, just so that you can, just ease them through it, have clear communication behind it so that if something comes up, hey, remember we talked about this. This is how we're going to maneuver through it. Oh,
Shameless plug. I'm sorry.
No, keep.
Come to the AI event on October 15th because there's this timeline. And as soon as you go into contract, Sean has it set up to where they automatically get this video of him pre-recorded talking about what the next expectations are. There's no reason why we all shouldn't have that because it's the same conversation for every client, right? So
Yep.
October 15th.
Yep, October 15th. And that is great and I encourage everyone to do that. You can set up your avatar and your avatar can tell every next step to your client what's going to happen. That is so sharp. People love it. They love it. Once they sign the buyer's agency agreement, listing agency agreement, you should have that video to send out to them to let them know what's going to happen. Once they go under contract, there should be another video that goes out to tell them what's going to happen. If you have a virtual assistant that's going to be working that transaction, that should be communicated. My virtual assistant, she sends out, what to expect for the client, So again, first things are first. It doesn't take long to set up. Just set it up and then automate it. Okay. Okay. So when was the last time you had to reset a client's expectations? Can you think about that as a seasoned agent? When was the last time you had to reset a client's expectations? And let's kind of hear about it a little bit. Anybody? Go ahead, Zim.
A lot of frequent home buyers.
Hold on one second. No, you're fine.
A lot of first-time home buyers think their money goes a lot further than it actually does. And they have to kind of not necessarily settle for something less, but you kind of have to paint the picture of what they can actually afford with what they've been approved with, especially with the higher interest rates and the higher housing prices.
Yeah. Thank you, Zim. Thank you. So before your next showing or before your next appointment, outline 3 key things your client should expect in this process. Okay. Always be prepared. You always have to show yourself as the leader. You are the one that's controlling the deal at all times. Okay. So when clients feel heard, known, and prepared, you become more than just their realtor. You become their trusted guide. And that's who you always want to be, their trusted guide. You want them to trust you with everything. If you haven't been in this business long enough, you are going to become a counselor. You are going to be everything, counselor to the spouses. You're going to be helping raising kids. You have so many different hats. And I used to get stressed out behind it, but then I looked at it as, you know what? They trust me. They believe in me. They believe in something that I've said, something that I've shown, and that speaks volume. Because people are not going to pour into you or spread their business to you if they don't feel comfortable doing that, right? So we want to be the trusted guide, not only the realtor. All right, next, Sandra. Effective communication, that's huge. So I just had a situation just yesterday which affected my communication. So I have a listing and so I have these 2 listings that, please y'all, if y'all know anybody, please, God knows. There's one in Harrisburg, there's one in Charlotte, and they're getting married on November 8th. God, I need to sell at least one of their houses to help them to find another house. Well, the Harrisburg location, I did a 1-hour open, got a lot of traffic, still no offers though. And so I had the conversation with both of them the same day about reducing the price. And so the fiance, the male, thought that because he agreed to reduce the price, that I was going to reduce the price that day. What I said to him was that I'm going to reduce the price when I market your home. I'm going to focus on her house first and market the 1 hour open for her first, because we were getting, more traction on hers. We didn't get anything on his. And then I'm going to do the same thing that we did for hers for you. So yesterday when I called him, I said, hey, I just wanted to let you know that we're going to reduce the price. And which price do you want to reduce it to? He goes, well, I thought we already did that. I said, well, no, we didn't. Well, you said that you was going to reduce it. I said, I did. I said, but when it was time to market it for the 1 hour open, so he was like, well, just go ahead and reduce it. He was all pissed off, right? So I was like, Dag, that's on me, because obviously he wasn't clear in how I communicated. I wasn't clear in how I communicated. So what I did was I sent him a very nice text message apologizing and acknowledging that the way I communicated was not clear, and then I told him what was going to happen. So this evening, I'm going to go and do a video to promote the 1 hour open for Sunday and such, So basically what I'm saying is clear communication goes a long way. He did respond very, very politely, but I acknowledge that. And so we are not going to get everything right all the time. Sometimes we are going to be unclear with our communication. And so the thing to that is when it's brought to your attention, well, just fix it. Just fix it most professionally in a polite manner and move on. Okay. Clients expect responsiveness. So when there's silence, it feels like neglect. Your client should never have to call you first. If your client has to call you first to get an update, you are not on your job. You are not on your job. Okay. I don't care if it's nothing to report. Well, then you call them and say that. And you also let them know what you've been doing. Okay. Your client has to, especially a seller, if they have to call and say, well, I had a showing on Saturday. What happened? You're not on your job. Okay. Even a quick got it, I'll update you soon. Something, it builds confidence. It lets them know that you are working for them. And that means even more because we have to defend why a buyer's agent needs to pay us. And so when we have our buyer presentation, in that buyer presentation, you outline all of these things that you're going to do. And one of the things is follow-up. One of the things is communicating, right? Every buyer presentation has that in there. Why? Because it makes you look like you're on top of your job. And that's great that you look like it on paper, but you have to actually do it. Okay. Again, regular updates. Don't let clients wonder what's happening. You reach out to them first. Transparent communication. Be upfront about challenges, pricing, and market conditions. So we know that in our OTP, our offer to purchase and contract, it says what? Houses are sold as is. You should be having those conversations up front. Do not set the tone as if, you know what, if this house doesn't, meet your needs or whatever, we're going to go in here and negotiate for the seller to do X, Y, and Z. Got to be careful with that. You have to be careful because just as we should be educating our buyers about the offer to purchase and contract and that it states that all houses are being sold as is, guess what? That listing agent is doing the same thing. So the seller knows. So have that communication with your buyer. Have that communication with your seller. Know your forms. A lot of us don't know our forms. In our downtime, that's what we should be doing, studying our forms, studying the language, okay? So that you know what your clients are signing. They are leaning on us. We are the experts. We're telling them that we want 2 to 4 to 5 to 6% commission. That's big bucks. And for you to not know your stuff, not know what's in your contracts, unacceptable. Unacceptable. Honesty builds credibility. Instead of avoiding tough news, say, this appraisal came in lower than expected, and here are the options. Okay? We always have to come with a solution. They're looking to us. Now you have some real savvy clients, buyers and sellers. They've been down this road before, so they have some experience. I don't care what level of experience they have, you should know more than them. Why? Because this is what we do. We are taking CE classes every single year. That's what we're paying for. We have all of the information at our fingertips, and we should be utilizing that. We have the forms at our fingertips. We should be reading it, knowing what it's about. Okay. Review your next client meeting notes and identify one tough topic you need to address head on. This is going to help you. This is going to help you. Always think ahead. What could happen? And if it happens, what do I need to do? How do I need to handle this? How do I need to navigate my client through it? We're the navigators. As on the prayer call yesterday, we are the GPS. That's who we are, right? So, all right, Miss Sandra. All right. So enhancing the client experience, professionalism and courtesy. Respect plus courtesy equals trust. We want to be respected, so we need to respect our clients. That means with time, it means with etiquette, it means with accuracy in all aspects, okay? Every interaction, big or small, reflects your brand. If you slip, they're gonna remember that. If you do a great job, they're gonna remember that too, but I guarantee you, if you slip, they're gonna remember that even more, okay? How do you make sure that every client, no matter what the price point is, how do you make them feel like they're important to you, that their business matters to you? If you don't know what that is and what that looks like, well, take some time out to figure that out. How are you going to set yourself apart where you can provide the utmost experience, the lifestyle for your clients? Pay attention to detail. Small things equal big differences. Okay, so Yadi wanted to point out about the closing disclosure. It is our job as the agent representing our client to go over that closing disclosure. Yes, the lender can do it. Absolutely, they should do it, but so should we. There's nothing wrong with having more eyes on a document. Okay, and that's what our responsibility is. There are often times where there are errors on those closing disclosures. Go ahead.
Don't be me. Just recently, we didn't get it till late, but I should have looked at it. Everything was good for my client. When I got my commission check back, I was like, I'm missing $2,000 here. The attorney just assumed I was getting 3% when I was getting more than 3%. So make sure you look over the closing disclosure.
So for me, that's the first thing I look at. I immediately go to the commission line.
Me too.
Yeah, that's the first thing I look at.
I saw it. I looked at it at the closing table.
Oh,
and at that point, I'm like, I'm not about to make something. Everybody's signing. I'm not about to say anything about it. But I just ate that. Like, that's just
well, the devil is a liar. Excuse me, stop this right now. 2 bands?
And so I'm not saying everybody do this. Huh? I didn't want to upset the mood, exactly. And I just had given them their closing gift.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. And it was so the closing gift, I don't recommend this to everybody. They've done like 3 transactions with me in the past year and a half. So
Okay.
it is what it is. It was a weekend at the Valentine Spa.
Oh,
So I
nice.
couldn't be like, enjoy that, but
Ooh.
also where's my,
Yeah,
where's
you
my
want me to do it?
$2,000? I couldn't do that. So
Yes.
yeah.
Well, what a generous man sir is. But no, we really need to go over not only the closing disclosure, but the contracts, the agreements, anything that our client has to sign, we need to go over that, make sure that we understand it and make sure they understand what they are reading. Because I guarantee you, if something goes wrong, and although they have signed it, it's going to be your fault. Okay, so you want to make sure that you know what they're signing. All right, so attention to detail, we talked about that. Going the extra mile, well, we talked about that. We've been talking about that the whole time. Anticipate needs before clients ask. Value is in the extra. Offer different services that you can connect them with. People love that. You know, we do have a preferred vendors list, but build your own preferred vendor list. People that you have dealt with in the past, people that you like doing business with, well, have your own list and be able to share that with your clients. Again, you want to be the main point of contact for everything real estate related. Okay. All right. So, what's one above and beyond service that you've offered that surprised your client? Nat. Oh, what's one over and above service that you provided with your clients?
Having the house clean.
Having the house clean.
Yeah.
She passed that real quickly.
Yeah, having the house clean.
Good.
Post closing.
Look at
Right
that.
after closing, had it clean. Well, prior to closing, having it clean.
That's very nice. Yes. Good. Thank you. You have
I've done that as well. Trying to think. I don't really think about what I do is going above and beyond. I think because I care so much about my clients, you know what I mean? I want them to have that white glove service.
Okay.
Right. So I think having the house cleaned is good, but that listening part, right? Listening and hearing what they want, that helps me to determine what my closing gift might be. It might not always be a clean.
Yep.
It could be something else that they really needed.
That's right.
And they, always respond, oh my God, you listen. Yeah. So,
Yeah, that goes a long way. I remember back in the day when we used to put the people in our car
yeah.
and we used to tote them around. That was the best time to hear everything that they liked and what they disliked, right? That was like the best time. Now it's different. Nobody gets in your car now, right? I'll meet you there. So brainstorm 2 surprise and delight touches that you can add to your process. Okay, think about these things. Again, we're trying to set ourselves apart. Hey, Mike. Yeah. Yeah.
Like this is, I think, using this what you've been saying throughout. That's what I use in my business, and nothing better than eventually 3-4 years from now, all you're getting is referrals, right? Because you get tired of the lead gen looking for business, and like this weekend, this weekend I was I put a $800,000 home on the contract, amazing property. Like I can't wait for that project to close. Yes, amazing, super cool, right?
Yes.
That one came out of nowhere, right? It was just a referral. He hit me up. I was out, I wasn't in the Colorado thing, so I couldn't answer. Came back and he was like, "Hey, I've been trying to talk to you." And he sent me a screenshot of the property. He said, "I want to put an offer." I said, "I'm calling you right now."
Oh, that's right.
And I was transparent, but I tried to give the best service. I said, "Okay, let's go look at it." And it wasn't that easy. It took us like a whole week when the negotiated to get it on the contract. But again, that came because of a past client, right? So, and the same thing with another one that I was able to put in the contract on the weekend because of a referral. So I would say to everyone in the business, right, especially for the new agents that are getting started, like, focus on the service. I think, I come from I used to work at a hotel for over 10 years, right? I think that's what had helped me. And we call it, you got to make it memorable, right? Because they're gonna close the house, but if they remember the experience they had throughout the transaction, and if you can do something to stand out and the one who's gonna remember you, that's it. They're gonna be clients for life. Like I remember one of my first clients, my first listing and buyer agreement. I was so excited. Like I had to park in the gas station to send the agreement. It was an Indian Trail. They had no experience, right? But they had reached out to a client, an agent before, and they told me, no, you can't. I was excited. I said, like, we're gonna do whatever it takes to make it happen. So they like that, right? And we made it happen. Like it's been 5 years, and that person is one of my biggest cheerleaders, right? If I put a post in Facebook or post something, she always will comment, right? So again, it's how you make the clients feel. And you know, as we got busy, I feel like I forgot that myself.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of the hunger, maybe a little bit of, you know, getting busy and having a transaction coordinator, having all these systems. I'd realized this past month, this whole month, you know, with the transactions that I have, like, okay, I'm missing because my clients are thinking like, okay, they get on the contract and then I disappear. And I don't see until the closing table. So now it's like, okay, what am I doing now to make their experience better again? So I think what we're talking right now is amazing. So thank you.
Thank you. Thanks,
Mhm.
Mike. Yes. Mike said a lot of great stuff. No, really, that was some really good stuff. Did y'all hear how he said that the person basically was chasing him down to give him business? Hey, I've been trying to get up with you. That's what you want. You know, that shows that he provided excellent service, you know? And yeah, he's dead on. And we do get busy and caught up and we miss those little things, those little touches, you know? But this is another reason why your CRM is important. Okay. Because if you set that up correctly, even the times when we are so caught up, so busy, so inundated with life and whatever else, your CRM is still working for you. Your CRM is still being, you know, keeping you top of mind by sending emails and text messages and keeping people updated. Okay.
I just want to
So
say
go
one
ahead.
more thing. I don't know which side this is supposed to be on, but anyway, okay, here we go. So the text that we just sent out, telling people that we're thinking about them, my phone's blowing up right now. And I think that is an extra step. Nobody knows that those tickets are only $15, right?
Right.
But the fact that we're inviting people to show them appreciation, that goes a long way as
It
well.
does.
Yeah, they're
Mhm.
excited. They're like, my mama can't wait to dress up. We can't.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you invited us. You're sweet. You know, I love things like that. So
Yeah.
that keeps people top of mind.
Good.
Keeps us top of mind with people.
That's good. I thank you for implementing that. Yes, and sharing. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. Anyone else have anything to add? No? Okay. All right. So we've covered courtesy and going the extra mile, but let's talk about how technology can make all of this a little bit easier. We talked a little bit about the CRM. Okay. And just keeping that CRM organized. Everyone in here has a CRM, right? Who doesn't have a CRM? Everyone on Zoom has a CRM? So here's the $1 million question. Are we working and using the CRM? Who's not? So everyone is. You're not.
I can
No,
say
you're not.
that I don't use it as I should.
Uh-huh.
What I've come to realize, well, it goes, stuff happens automatically, right?
Mhm.
But when I mean use it as I should, like just like you brush your teeth every morning, or hopefully, right? Have a set time to check your CRM so you can move people along the process as well.
Yeah.
That's something that I haven't been doing
Mhm.
because we automated, we have things set up, but you still need to check on it, right?
Yeah,
Not
that's
just
right.
update.
That's right. So if you have not been using your CRM the way you should, I encourage you to start today. The scheduling that we should have in place every single day should include managing your CRM. You should be feeding it, you should be maintaining it every single day. And if you can't do it every day, at least once a week. Start somewhere. Okay, start somewhere. Your CRM, if you don't have a team Your CRM is your assistant if you set it up the correct way. You can set it up to alert you about different things that you need to be reminded of. You can set it up where it keeps, it's like a database of notes. Who might be ready in 30 days? Who might be ready in 60 days? I mean, just every single thing. And when I tell you, when you follow through and follow up from your CRM, you look like a superstar. A superstar. Can you imagine having a conversation today, or let's just say 60 days from today, right? You've had a conversation with the client, a perspective, and you tell them in 60 days, I'm going to give you a call just to check in to see where you are with your credit. And then those 60 days you call. The very first thing they go, oh my God, you remembered. I see you out here moving and shaking and doing it, but you remembered about me. That goes a long way. It goes a long way. So set your CRM up. And again, I mean, first things are first. And to me, this is one of the first things that you should do. You're paying for it. We have this Lofty, robust system. And if you're not using Lofty, whichever CRM that you're using, you're paying for it. Utilize it. Make it do what it do. Virtual tours and digital tools. Digital equals convenience plus a wow factor. Okay. So video tours, 3D walkthroughs, all of this stuff you can send. You can upload that into your CRM and you can send it to your clients. Keep them engaged. Okay. Use the technology. That's where we are. That's the world that we're in. Hardly ever anyone likes to talk on the phone. Everyone likes to text though. Right? Go ahead.
Sure, everybody knows that Lofty has a mobile app.
Mm.
So, mobile app, Lofty's
Okay.
mobile app. So anything that you're doing, you think you have to go back to your computer and do, you can just do it in the mobile app.
Look at there.
So the mobile app, you can do every single thing that you say you have to go back to your computer and do, you can do it in the mobile app.
Wow. Look at
So
there.
I don't even know if everybody knows that there is an app for Lofty. So, I mean, it's
Good.
just, and it's easy to use. Very, very easy to use.
Look at there. You see how life is being so simplified for us, right at our fingertips. The beauty of what we do and technology is that you can be anywhere. I can be on the beach right now conducting business on my phone. That's a beautiful thing because of technology. You no longer have to be in the office. You don't even have to write a contract in person anymore. You don't have to do that. You don't even have to physically show a house anymore. Remember COVID? We weren't physically showing homes. That was the best time. Wasn't it? Ooh. Truth be told, I don't mind if we get another shutdown. You didn't hear me say that, but no, I'm serious. But it was really a great time. And it showed us during that time, Sebra. Where's all of that stuff? Okay. Oh. Right. Sebra. So utilize the technology because that's what we have. That makes, and a lot of people, they prefer that. It's easy. It's people nowadays, they're kind of a little different. They don't really want to talk. They just want to text. They just want to, be on social media, DMing and all of this kind of stuff. Well, meet them where they are. Client portals. Transparency equals trust. Clients love access to updates and docs at their fingertips. But we have all of the technology in play. We have Dotloop, we have Lofty, we have School, the intranet. Y'all utilize School. Andrea and I realized that on School, she's been talking about it, but we can actually Zoom. We can do this through school. We tried it out the other day. Okay, go ahead.
I was just saying, we probably are going to do that
Okay.
moving forward.
Say, talk about it. We use some of our Tuesday meetings to recruit. And so it might be better if we want to invite other people to just have our Zooms, but for our inner office things, school all day long. Okay, we can get on there. We could do everything that we can do with Zoom and with Google Meets on school. Everybody will be right there. We can make comments just like you do on any other platform. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I agree.
Thanks. So I'm gonna challenge everyone to try out a new tool this week. Try out something new. And if you don't want to try out anything new, well, try out something new within one of the tools that you already have. For instance, Lofty, the mobile port, the app. So our technology, it's so, again, robust. There's so many different levels, and I'm sure that neither one of us have really tapped into all of the different levels that each platform offers. So challenge yourself this week to do that. It just helps you. It helps your, your knowledge to grow, and then what can you do with that? You can pass it on to your clients. Okay. So tech is powerful, but it only works if clients feel heard. That's where feedback comes in. So it doesn't do us any good to have these systems set up and then we're not monitoring it, right? Doesn't do anyone good. So we need to monitor it too. And then if your client is saying, hey, I need some assistance here, or hey, how do I tap into this to, get more information? We need to be able to explain that to them. How do we explain it if we don't know it? Okay. All right. Next, please, Sandra. Collecting and using client feedback. Oh, this is a good one. So we should definitely be asking for feedback from our clients. So everyone should have a survey that we provide to our client. It can be done electronically. It can be done the old-fashioned way via paper, but every client should give a survey. Why? Because that helps us. It helps us to know what we need to grow in. It helps us to understand how we can be better. Okay? Don't take offense to it. Yeah, don't take offense to it. This is an opportunity that we can improve. Okay? But really, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you should get all fives. That's what you should be striving for. And if you're not, ask them why. What could I have done differently? What could I have done better to have made your experience a 5-star experience? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. Can y'all hear Dwayne? Okay.
Sorry about that. That's so good. So I just wanted to say that what I like to do is do check-ins during the process, during the relationship, because one thing I don't want to have is I'm surprised now that I'm not getting they're not having the exemplary experience that I thought they were having.
Yeah.
And then you ask for a review and then you're astonished that, oh, wow, these are the things and areas that you could have, and then you wish you checked in sooner.
Yep.
Before you didn't have an opportunity to remediate that experience. So
That's right.
that's something I do, and it works very well. And when I ask them what I could do to change, oftentimes they say I'm doing a great job. And if I'm not doing such a great job, they say, well, this could have changed. And I say, okay.
Yep.
And I just pivot and fix it.
That's right. Oh my God. That goes a long way, because what that does, it shows your client that you're listening to them, and you're not so high and mighty and you think that everything that you're doing is right, the only way, you know what I'm saying? So surveys that is key to your business. It really, really is. And we should really be asking everyone to rate us. Okay, everyone. And again, we don't want to be offensive, we don't want to be defensive. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, we don't want to be defensive, right? We don't. We want to welcome the constructive criticism, because that's going to help the experience. So listening to feedback builds trust, and trust is what fuels long-term relationships. All right. All right, Sandra, if we can move to the next one, because we're running out of time here. And I think this is going to be the last one, if I'm not mistaken. Training and empowering your team. So if you have a team, it is going to be very important to have weekly meetings with your team, and just go over those expectations again. Sandra has been with me for almost 5 years, and people who work with Sandra, they have a great experience with her. And I've had other agents to say, where did you get her from? She's really good. And what happened was I took the time out, first of all, to read the book on how to hire a virtual assistant. And secondly, I took the time out to train her. I have my SOPs in place, and I have been very transparent as to what my expectations are for Sandra. Would you agree, Sandra?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Sandra. But she's told me several times, Ms. Evans, it's because you've trained me. So I've had virtual assistants in the past, and I didn't do well by them because I didn't take the time out to train them. In my mind, okay, I'm interviewing you. You've come with all your great words. You've come with this fancy resume. Well, to me, looks like you know your stuff. I don't need to train you. No. Yeah, they may know how to do certain things, but not the way you want them done. And so what happens is the minute that they're not doing something the way that we want it done, yeah, you out of here. You ain't doing it right. And that's not fair to them. That's how they have been, structured in doing whatever they're doing. It doesn't look like mine, but I didn't take the time out to let them know that. So when you have a team, or if you have a team, take the time out to go over those expectations. Have weekly meetings.
I have a question.
Mhm.
If I've struggled with that as well. Right? And I think like the way I do things is how it should be done, and that's not always the case.
Right.
I've learned to let them have some freedom, some reign, and let them see what they do. And so long as, in my opinion, it's 90% of what I've done, 85%, I just let it ride. It's just one of those things.
Yeah, and so that's how you work.
Yeah.
So you have people at work like that. Like Sandra, I can trust her with pretty much anything. I've gone on vacation and my girl has ran prom one. She has, because she knows what to do. She knows what to do because I took the time out to tell her what I want. And then I allow her, like you said, I allow her to be her. Do what you do. Bring it to me. Let me see. Because it might be something that she is experienced in that I have no clue about, but because I've allowed her to be free spirited and do her thing, she brings it to me. Oh, Sandra, this is great. So first, training and empowering your team is going to be, that's everything when you want a successful team. Okay. You can't be the type of person where everything has to go my way. It has to be like this, like that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to work under that pressure. Okay. Trust your assistant, trust your partners. And again, if you're not on that level yet, trust your CRM, because that is your assistant right now. That is your business. Okay. So everyone has a team. Everyone has a team. Your CRM right now, if you don't have physical bodies, that's your team. That's your assistant. Okay. Also, you want to celebrate your teammates. This is why we do wins. This is why we want to hear the great things that people are doing. This is why we have award ceremonies. We spend nice money on these beautiful awards, and we, put on the events so that y'all can come out and receive your awards, and some of y'all don't come. You know what I mean? But this is why we do that, because we want to let you know that we appreciate you, we see you, and we're loving on you. This boosts morale. Okay. Keisha just put up a post. I just read it this morning, and she was just like, riding down 85, seeing myself on the billboard. Was it Keisha?
Yes.
Yeah, right. As a top producer, oh my God. And she's just, talking about her experience and how that made her feel. Well, we intentionally are doing that because we want to make y'all feel good for all of the hard work that you are exuding. Okay. So y'all are important to us, and we hope that we are important to y'all.
Please share with us another brokerage, at least in this area, that's doing that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not happening.
Right. So, yeah. So that's important, So empowered teams perform better, and performance is measured by results. Okay, so let's look at some metrics, and that is going to be the last slide, I do believe. I feel like I've been talking forever, and I thought I shortened this. All right, so you definitely want to track your numbers. Again, your CRM will help you to do that. Everyone, if you're not at a position where Mike G is and several of us are, where we're getting referrals and repeat business, that should be your goal. When you've done this long enough, you get tired. You get tired of the hustle, the bustle. You do. I remember when I first got started, and this man, Hubert, was in real estate, and he was like, T, he said, I'm burnt out from real estate. I was like, how can you be burnt out from real estate? Well, baby, I see. So you want to be in a position where business is just coming to you and you don't have to do anything. People are chasing you down. I've been trying to get in contact with you. I want to give you this business. Who wouldn't want to be in a position like that? And so how you can do that is by measuring your success. Okay, the more people that you have that refer business, that is an indicator that you're doing something right. Okay, and so in your CRM, there should be a place in there where it says where this lead has come from. You should be able to see where the source has come from. Okay, and then you measure that. And so with that, once you measure it, wherever the majority of your business is coming from, you keep feeding it. You keep pouring into that. This is how you create your sphere of influence. Who's giving you the most business? Your sphere of influence, those are the ones that you really want to love on. Okay, you want to give them free tickets to the black tie event. You want to, treat them just because to a steak 48 dinner. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people, because you know that without a shadow of a doubt, anytime somebody thinks real estate, they're going to point them in your direction. Keep feeding them and loving on them, and they're going to keep sending you business. They're going to find business for you. We can't really give referral money to non-agents. We can't do that. That goes against RESPA. But I remember when we used to do that, okay? And that spoke volume. So because we used to have, you remember, Andrea, we used to have builders that would give us $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in bonus money. That ain't nothing to hit somebody off because they done referred somebody. You know what I'm saying? Give them a little $1,000 or whatever. Shouldn't be saying that, but whatever. Well, I don't do it anymore, but long time ago, right?
Statute of limitations are over.
Yes, but you want to treat people good. When they think about you, anytime somebody sends you a lead, you should automatically send them a thank you note with something. It could be a gift card to Starbucks, to Dunkin' Donuts, to the movies, whatever. You want to give them a handwritten thank you. Or you can do the the video text, something. You want to acknowledge that they've acknowledged you. Okay, that goes a long way. Setting goals. Well, we're in the fourth quarter and we need to be setting our goals for 2026. What did we do this year? What do we want to happen next year? Those are conversations that we need to be having with ourselves now in the fourth quarter. You don't want to wait until November, December. First of all, that's holiday season. You ain't gonna be thinking about that. You're gonna be thinking about turkey, Christmas gifts, this, that, and the next, parties. No, start now in October. Start thinking about what you want 2026 to look like and increase your numbers. Go ahead.
No, it's just I thought about that this morning.
Mhm.
I saw a post from one of our agents saying yesterday, 100 more days left in the year, right?
Tierra.
So there's 100 more days left in the year, and I went through my calendar. I know I have people in my office that sign up for PIPs, production improvement plans. Some of them weekly, some of them monthly, some of them quarterly, and it's one of those things to where if you have not gotten to where you want to be, if you haven't achieved or attained your goal or on track for it, why not? What has changed? And if you don't change, are you just going to drag on to 2026 the same way?
Right.
Like, we have to do something different if we want a different result.
That's
Simple
right.
as that.
That's right. That's right. Because without goals, you drift. How many times we wake up in the morning time and don't have a clue as to what we're doing, and the whole day goes the same way? We just floating through the day, wasting darn time and energy. We don't want too many of those days. Sometimes you need to just kind of chill out, but we don't want too many drifting days. We want every moment to count. Okay. So we need to be setting clear goals because that equals intentional growth. Everyone should be in a position where they at least want to grow. They want to do better 2026 than what they did in 2025. Everyone should be in that mindset, in that mode. So write one measurable client service goal for today. Identify one client service metric to track weekly. Yeah, and at the end of the day, creating exceptional client experiences isn't one thing. It's everything that we talked about. It's everything in your business. Okay, so I hope this information was helpful. If y'all have any questions, any concerns, let me know. Let's talk about it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I encourage you to this will be in school. This was very dense. Watch it, rewatch it, implement it. This was gold if we utilize it.
Yep. Yeah. We just have to implement it. That's the hard part. It really isn't though. We just have to make up in our mind to do it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. All right. Well, y'all go and be productive, be great at what you do, because y'all are great. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay.
Christmas shopping. Christmas shopping.
I know.
Also, it is DR Horton's fiscal year into this month, next 7 days. I just submitted a very, very, very aggressive offer, and they didn't accept it, but they came back with a very nice counter offer as well. So keep that in mind when you're shopping.
Good. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Zoom. Hey, Tanisha. I haven't seen you in a minute, Tanisha. I'm gonna call you.
I guess Tahisa Johnson raised her hand.
Yeah, hello, I have my hand raised. Just real quick. It's fine. Just real quick. When you guys suggested that we do the text messaging to our clients, I just got a response, and the client that I worked with back in 2019 want me to list her property. I'm not messing with y'all. Y'all doing some voodoo stuff.
That is all right. That is beautiful, beautiful. Good job.
Glad for the nudge. Thanks for
That
the
is
nudge.
great. Absolutely. That's what this is about, you know? That
Yeah.
is what she just she sent out her text message and got a listing.
Tahisha.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. I'm just
Nice, nice.
responding.
Hey,
Actually gonna go.
we have to talk about your 2026.
Absolutely.
I,
Absolutely.
I'm holding. All right. Next week in the office?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, great people. I'll see y'all soon. Have a good one.
Yes, thanks, Miss Evans. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. I'm sorry, what you saying? Did I say that? Oh, Lord, you know what? Oh my.